Hey guys, hello. Just got my lashes done. Didn't gym today, no yoga, no lift. I did get on TikTok live earlier this morning. No sales today. I think that kind of I don't want to, I guess I just kind of felt a little defeated this morning. But I'm still proud of myself for the fact that I got one there because I really wasn't feeling it. Because I have so much content to make. Batch recording and stuff, and I was like, well, maybe I'll use today to batch record, but I was like, no, I need to get on live and work on building that up again. So I'm proud of the fact that I did that, but sometimes when you don't get the results that you want, it just kind of is like womp womp womp. So went and got my lashes done. Now just sitting in the parking lot, about to go back home. I'm not in my high energy mood today, and I was considering skipping recording a video, but I was like, no, we didn't post one yesterday, so we gotta do it today. But that's okay. I'm human. I have highs and lows. I have dips. I'm not depressed or anything. I just kind of feel like, I don't want to use the word defeated, but just kind of great day, when are things gonna really pop off for me? I know I'm building, I know I'm hustling, I know I'm, doing the best I can do, but sometimes I'm wondering, when are we gonna really reap the fruits of the labor? How much longer? And that's the most frustrating part about entrepreneurship is you don't know when your stuff is gonna pop. You don't know. You don't know when your platforms are going to take off. You don't know when you're going to get an influx in sales. You just don't know when it's going to happen for you. And I would be lying if I said it doesn't get frustrating. Because it does. Because it's dang, you put in all this work. You showing up, hustling every day. More days than not. You got a positive spirit. More days than not, you fighting excuses. You just doing what you need to do. But every so often, you'll get this spirit on you that's damn, how much longer? You know what I mean? How much longer? And I'm not, I've been full-time content creator for 5 years, and I already know this is why I feel like I can't really talk about it too much because a lot of people just may not understand. That's my assumption. I don't really know. This is my assumption, but sometimes you feel like you can't say too much because you don't want to come off as ungrateful. You don't want to. I'm doing better than what I was doing when I had a 9-to-5. Even on my brokest days, I was still doing better than my 9-to-5. When I had my 9-to-5, that job I had for 6 years, I think right before I left, my paycheck would be $1,600 if I didn't have any overtime, $1,700. So multiply that by 2. And so I know I'm blessed in the sense that I could have that type of income again. Not saying that's a bad income. It's just that's where I was back then. And so I know sometimes it can seem ungrateful when you reflect on your business journey. You're not making the money you want to make, but you're still doing better than a lot of people. You're still doing better than where you was when you had that 9-to-5. You know what I mean? I think sometimes it's hard for me to appreciate how much money my coaching business is bringing in because I started with OnlyFans. And I told y'all when I started on OnlyFans, it was a totally different economy going on. Everybody had money. This was during COVID. All businesses were thriving back then. except for businesses where like people had to be, you know, face to face. Like online businesses, let me take that back. Online businesses were thriving back then, right? Businesses where you had to be face to face, those businesses were not thriving. So like restaurants, those weren't thriving because everything was shut down. But like, you know, my milestones, I hit huge milestones in a very short period of time. I got used to a certain amount of money in a very short period of time. And so now, kind of like starting from scratch in a sense, because even though I have an audience and I know how to make content and I know how to promote, we're growing a different audience. We're promoting different types of content. So, you know, it's still kind of like starting from scratch, even though my knowledge base isn't starting from scratch because I know what to do, but I'm starting from scratch in a sense of like just brand new niche, right? And so it's like I've talked about this before in other videos. I sometimes I beat myself up, and that's not good. Don't do that. Don't be like me. Don't beat yourself up. But I get frustrated because I'm like, dang, like, when is this shit gonna pop off? Like, I'm putting in the work. I'm showing up every day. I'm giving it my all every damn day. You know what I mean? And it could be like the smallest thing that'll just set you off. Like sometimes I feel like sometimes I feel like I'm a goddamn like I don't know, like emotional as hell. Like entrepreneurship will have you in 10 different emotions within 2 hours. Like just an emotional wreck. Like it's like, you know, having a live where I couldn't convert not one person, that sucks. And not having the reach I had 2 weeks ago sucks. You know, I know I'll get it back. I know what to say. I know what to do. It's just the fact that you work so hard and your reach was finally getting somewhere, and then you lose it and it's kind of like you starting back. That's frustrating. But I already know, like, if I just keep showing up, it'll, you know, I already know that. I know. But it still doesn't take away the irritation in the moment. And then also too, just not reaching the goals that you want yet. Like, I have big goals, y'all. Like big goals. Like one of my goals, like financially, like just income wise, I want to be bringing in like $500,000 a month. Like that's a goal of mine. $500,000 a month. That's a goal. And sometimes that goal just sounds way too big, like, because I'm so far away from it. And so sometimes it just feels unobtainable. Like, you see people doing it online. Of course people can make stuff up. I already know. Like, you don't really know what's going on. I hear you. But it's like, sometimes that goal just, it's like, how the hell am I going to do that? And sometimes it makes me sad because it's like, I really want that. But you don't know how. And I think, like, similar thing when it came with my weight loss. If you didn't know, I lost over 100 pounds. And so now reflecting back, I'm like, oh yeah, that was light work. That was baby food. I did that. But at the time, I remember sitting on my bed when I decided, okay, I'm going to hire a personal trainer. I'm going to lose this weight. I remember saying to myself, like, how the hell am I going to lose 100 pounds? Like, because that's so much weight to lose. Like, if you've never had a weight problem before, consider yourself blessed. But if you're overweight or if you've lost a lot of weight, then I'm sure you can attest to this. Like, just thinking about a goal weight that you have to lose, if it's 100 pounds, 50 pounds, 200 pounds, like whatever it is, you might have felt overwhelmed with that number. Like, how the fuck am I gonna lose that much weight? Like, that's so much weight. you could even think about that like credit. Like maybe you're trying to build your credit and maybe your credit is fucked. Like maybe your credit's sitting at like a 450. You probably could think like, how the fuck am I gonna get my credit to like a 800? Like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes your goals just sound so far out of reach, and it's like you really want it, but at the same time you start psyching yourself up because you're like, how the fuck am I gonna get there? Like, what the fuck? And then if you have a bad day or if something doesn't go your way, then you start to have like this defeatist mindset. Like, I feel like I'm just going crazy. Like, I feel like I am out of my league. Like, you know, you could be on your weight loss journey and you was doing good, and then you got this crazy ass craving and you just eat everything in sight, and now you're just sitting there like, I ain't never gonna get to that goal. Like, that's literally how I feel with this sometimes. That's literally how I feel with this sometimes. Like, I just have a dollar amount that I want my business to bring in, because it's like so many things I want to do. Like, one day, and that's the thing, like, just thinking about my dreams, I be thinking like, how the fuck am I gonna pull that off? Like, I want it, it's like I see it, I dream about it, but sometimes in the back of my head, I know that's the devil, but in the back of my head, I'm like, how the fuck am I gonna pull that off? Like, I want to have like a marketing agency where, like, you know, my company builds other content creators platforms. Like, I'm building businesses, like I'm helping businesses 10x their business. Like, I have content creators and my business is running their social medias. Like, I want a business suite on like the 50th floor. I want like 100+ employees. Like, I just want a whole freaking enterprise. Like, I just want a whole enterprise. And I know that to be able to pull that off, like, my business has to be making serious bread. Like, to really just pull off the vision that I have. Like, and when I say like handling other content creators, like handling their marketing, handling their deals, like really just taking them under my belt and just building all their platforms, their YouTubes, their Instagrams, their TikToks, whatever else is in the future. Like we're the one-stop shop. Like, that's what I want. I want that so bad. I want to have secretaries. I want to be taking appointments, consultations. Like, I just want a whole fucking business. Like, that's what I want. I want a big ass house and I want that business. Like, that's what I want. I don't care about cars. I don't care about bags. I don't care about vacation. I do want to travel, but like, if I was to list like 2 things that I really want, I want my big ass mansion and I want my big ass business. Like, that's all I want. And so, and it's crazy because I know some people, like, they say they want to make a lot of money so that they can just do this and the third, but it's like, I really love to work. Like, I love work. I love what I do. Like, I just want to be able to do more of it. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but I really just want to work. But sometimes, like, when shit don't go your way, sometimes you turn around and you feel like, dang, like, is it gonna happen? Or am I just in the clouds, you know? I don't know, y'all. It can get depressing. It can get sad because it's like, that's literally all I want. Like, I don't want nothing else. I don't want nothing else. Like, that's literally all I want. And so, like, you putting out content and you might not be getting the views that you want, that you need, and you're like, when is this shit gonna hit? You know, like, when am I get my break? When am I gonna finally start to see big numbers, you know? Like, big, serious numbers. Like, when is my shit gonna pop off? And you know that you can't give up, because the minute you give up, then you just wasted all that time. All that time that you have already put in. If you give up, like, it was literally for nothing at that point. It was literally for nothing. And so I just keep, I just keep going. I just keep pushing. But some days in the back of my mind, I'm like, sometimes I feel like I'm wasting my time. Sometimes I really be feeling like that. Like I'm just running myself dry, like giving it all. Like, and that's the crazy thing. Like from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed, every day, I'm giving it all I got. All I got, y'all. All I got. And it could just be one thing that just fuck it up. And it sucks because it's like, I already know you shouldn't be depending on one platform. Like, I already know that. But TikTok Live, like, that's why so many content creators are on TikTok Live. Like, that's why. Because there's no other platform that is bringing you that type of return. That quick. Not YouTube. Not Facebook. Not Instagram. It's TikTok. It's TikTok. That's why there's so many creators on TikTok selling. They're not just doing it for their health. They're doing it because there's no other platform that's giving you that type of reach. Like, at all. And so it's just frustrating if that's your main funnel. And then, you get put in timeout for some bullshit. And now I just feel like they knocking you back down to the bottom again. And it's not like I'm trying to only have TikTok be my funnel because, as y'all see, I'm putting out hella content on YouTube, hella content on Instagram, Facebook. I'm putting it out everywhere. It's just those platforms just take longer. Like, they just take longer. There's nothing you can do about it. This shit just takes longer. You just got to wait your turn. But it's just frustrating because it's just like, dang, like, when my shit gonna pop off? Like, when is my shit gonna pop off? And all this started just because I had a live that didn't convert. That's the crazy thing. Like, it is what it is. I'm not gonna do nothing about it. Like, I'm still gonna get up tomorrow and proceed with regular scheduled programming. Like, I'm just telling you, I'm just in one of those little moods where I'm just like feeling a little defeated, feeling a little frustrated, feeling just little like, what the fuck? We all have those moods. Just a little vent session, I guess. Just gotta keep, reminding myself it's gonna come. Everything that I've always wanted, I've always gotten. There's never been something that I didn't get that I wanted. Like, that's never happened. Like, the life that I live today, I manifested. And that's why, like, I personally feel bad sometimes not talking about it, but bringing it to content, because it's just kind of like, I know, like, the life I live, there are people who wish they lived my life. There are people who have it worse off than me. I understand that. I get it. I know. Which is why I don't like to talk about it too much. But sometimes you just want what you want, You just want what you want. And that doesn't make you bad. That doesn't make you ungrateful. You just want what you want. Like, you could have a house, but you want a better house. Maybe the house you have, needs some work. Maybe the house you have is a fixer-upper. There's somebody somewhere, they're like, shit, I just wish I could get a house. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that doesn't make you bad because you want a better house. Because there are people who wish they could get a house, but you want a better one. And it is what it is. It doesn't make you a selfish person. That doesn't make you ungrateful. You just want a better house. So, I don't know. I just was in one of those funks today. I get those too. I'm human. More days than not, I'm positive, hyped up, ready. But, every now and again, I might get into one of my little moods where I'm just kind of a little frustrated, just kind of a little down in the dumps. Just need a quick picker-upper. Just comes with it. But, I know after a good night's rest, y'all, I'll feel better. I know tomorrow I'll be back to my regular hyper self, just kind of chilling, reflecting, waiting for my breakthrough. Bye, guys.